Welcome back to another Fitness Made Simple explainer. Today, we're diving into a topic that, let's be real, is going to affect every single one of us: how to keep our fitness game strong as we get older. The goal here isn't just about aging, it's about aging with power and feeling great. Okay, let's get into it.
We hear it all the time, that getting older means slowing down, that it's all downhill. But we can totally rewrite that story. Look, our bodies definitely change, there's no doubt about it. But that doesn't mean we have to stop. It just means we get smarter, we adapt, we change our approach so we can keep living the active, healthy life we love. So, if we're going to adapt, we first need to get a really clear picture of what we're adapting to. So let's take an honest look at some of the key changes our bodies go through over the years. Okay, so here are the big five. We're talking about losing some muscle, our joints getting a bit stiffer, metabolism slowing down, our bones getting a little less dense, and one that people always forget: it just takes longer to recover. Let's break a few of these down to see what's really happening under the hood. First up is muscle loss, which has a fancy name: sarcopenia. And this is a bigger deal than it sounds. If you're not actively working against it, you can lose a pretty significant chunk of your muscle mass every decade after you turn 30. But here's the real key. This isn't just about lifting heavy things at the gym. We're talking about having the strength to carry your groceries, to get up off the floor, or to keep your balance and prevent a dangerous fall. It's about everyday life. And it's not just our muscles. Let's talk joints. Over time, they can lose some of that natural cushion and elasticity, and that's what leads to that feeling of stiffness. It can make movements that used to be easy, like a deep squat or even just bending over, feel a lot more challenging. And then there are our bones, which is kind of a silent issue, but a really serious one. See, our bones are always rebuilding themselves. As we get older, though, that rebuilding process can slow down, and that can leave our bones more fragile. And that right there is why things like preventing fractures become a huge focus of any smart fitness plan. All right, so we've looked at the challenges, and that might sound a little bit daunting. But here's the good news. For every single one of those challenges, there is a powerful strategy to fight back. So this whole next section is about building that smart, effective plan to keep you strong and safe. So what's the secret weapon? Well, it's right here. If muscle loss is the problem, then strength training is the answer. It is absolutely non-negotiable. Seriously, it is the single most effective thing we can do to tell our bodies, hey, we need to build and hang on to that muscle, no matter what your age is. And the best part? You don't need some expensive, fancy gym membership to do it. Your toolkit can be super simple. We're talking resistance bands, a few weights, or heck, even just your own body weight. The most important thing is just being consistent, trying to get in 3 or 4 sessions a week. That's where you'll see the real magic happen. Okay, so what about cardio? To take care of those joints we were just talking about, it's a really smart move to lean into low-impact exercise. So instead of the constant pounding from things like running, think about switching to activities like swimming or cycling. You get an amazing cardio workout without all that jarring stress on your body. So, if we pull this all together, what does a great routine look like? Well, it's built on these 4 pillars. You've got strength training to build muscle, you have flexibility and balance work, think yoga or tai chi to cut down that risk of falling. You need some moderate cardio for a healthy heart. And finally, weight-bearing exercise like a good brisk walk to give your bones the support they need. But listen, a killer workout plan is really only half the battle. What you do when you're not working out becomes just as critical, maybe even more so as you get older. So let's talk about the other 2 pieces of the puzzle: recovery and what you're eating. Think of it like this. Your workout is the signal you send to your body to get stronger. But all the good stuff, the repair, the growth, that happens when you rest. As we age, that process just takes a little bit longer. So listening to your body, taking those rest days, that's not being lazy, it's being smart. It's how you stay in the game long-term without getting injured. And you've heard it before because it's true. You can't out-train a bad diet. Giving your body the right fuel is absolutely essential. That means focusing on real, whole foods, getting plenty of protein to help those muscles repair, good carbs for energy, and drinking tons and tons of water to keep the whole system running smoothly. Now, this is a really important one. Everybody is different, and every body is different. What we've gone over here are the big guiding principles. But for a plan that's really dialed in for you, for your health history, for your specific goals, talking to a pro, like a trainer or a physical therapist, is always, always the best move. All right, let's bring this all home. So how should we really think about this whole fitness and aging journey? Well, it's not about fighting a losing battle. It's about stepping into a brand new chapter of strength. So the big takeaway here is really all about empowerment. Getting older gives you this incredible opportunity to really listen to your body, to train smarter, not just harder, and to focus on building a version of yourself that's resilient, capable, and full of life for years to come. And really, this says it all, doesn't it? It's a call to action, to be strong, to be powerful, and to just attack every single year with confidence and a whole lot of energy.
So I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. After everything we've talked about, what's one small change, one new focus you can bring to your own routine this week to start adapting? Thank you for watching and see you soon for the next one.